start by exploring what symbolic interaction theory actually means. In sociology, symbolic interaction is a perspective that focuses on how people create and interpret symbols in everyday life. These symbols can be words, gestures, or even objects that carry specific meanings. Instead of looking at society as a whole, this theory zooms in on the small, everyday interactions between individuals. Through these interactions, we construct our social reality. So when you wave hello or nod in agreement, you're engaging in symbolic interaction. This theory helps us understand how meaning is built and shared in our daily lives. Symbolic interaction theory has its roots in early 20th century sociology. It was developed by thinkers like George Herbert Mead and Herbert Blumer. They believed that society is made up of countless interactions where people use symbols to communicate. Instead of focusing on large social structures, they emphasized the importance of individual experiences and interpretations. This approach shifted the focus from broad social forces to the meanings people attach to their actions. Understanding these origins helps us see why symbolic interaction remains a key perspective in sociology today. There are a few core concepts in symbolic interaction theory. First, symbols are anything that carries a specific meaning recognized by people who share a culture. Second, meaning is not inherent but created through interaction. Third, people act based on the meanings things have for them. These concepts help us understand why people might interpret the same gesture or word differently, depending on their background or situation. By focusing on these ideas, symbolic interaction theory reveals the complexity of human communication. Language is a powerful tool in symbolic interaction. It allows us to share meanings and understand each other. Through language, we negotiate what symbols mean and how they should be used. For example, a simple word like home can evoke different feelings and images for different people. This shows how language shapes our perceptions and interactions. By studying language, symbolic interactionists uncover how social reality is constructed one conversation at a time. Symbolic interaction theory is all about the small moments in life. Think about greeting a friend, making eye contact, or even choosing what to wear. Each of these actions involves interpreting and responding to symbols. Our daily routines are filled with these subtle exchanges. By paying attention to them, we can better understand how society functions at the ground level. It's in these everyday moments that social meaning is constantly created and recreated. One of the most important ideas in symbolic interaction is the concept of the self. According to this theory, our sense of self develops through interactions with others. We see ourselves as others see us, a process called the looking glass self. Our identities are shaped by the feedback we receive and the roles we play in different situations. This ongoing process helps explain why our self-image can change depending on who we're with or where we are. Role-taking is another key aspect of symbolic interaction. It refers to our ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and imagine how they see things. This skill is essential for effective communication and empathy. When we role-take, we adjust our behavior based on how we think others will respond. This process helps maintain social order and allows us to navigate complex social situations with greater understanding. Symbols are everywhere in our culture. From national flags to wedding rings, these objects carry deep meanings that are shared by members of a society. Symbolic interaction theory helps us see how these cultural symbols influence our behavior and beliefs. By studying the symbols around us, we gain insight into what our society values and how we express those values in everyday life. Socialization is the process by which we learn the symbols, values, and norms of our society. From childhood, we pick up cues from family, friends, and media about how to behave and what things mean. Symbolic interaction theory shows how socialization is not just about following rules, but about interpreting and negotiating meanings. This process continues throughout our lives as we encounter new situations and people. Symbolic interaction theory also helps us understand social problems. For example, the way society labels certain behaviors or groups can influence how people see themselves and are treated by others. These labels are powerful symbols that can shape identities and life chances. By analyzing the meanings attached to social problems, we can better understand their impact and how they might be addressed. While symbolic interaction theory offers valuable insights, it also has its critics. Some argue that it focuses too much on small-scale interactions and ignores larger social structures like class or institutions. Others say it can be difficult to measure or test scientifically. Despite these criticisms, symbolic interaction remains a useful tool for understanding the complexities of human behavior and meaning-making. Symbolic interaction theory is not just academic, it's highly practical. It helps us understand everything from family dynamics to workplace communication. For instance, managers can use this perspective to improve team interactions, and teachers can better connect with students by recognizing the meanings behind their actions. By applying symbolic interaction, we can enhance our relationships and navigate social situations more effectively. Media is a powerful arena for symbolic interaction. The images and messages we see in movies, TV, and social media shape our understanding of the world. These platforms use symbols to convey ideas, influence opinions, and even create social norms. By analyzing media through the lens of symbolic interaction, we can see how meanings are constructed and spread on a large scale. One fascinating aspect of symbolic interaction is that meanings are not fixed, they change over time. What was once considered polite or fashionable may become outdated. New symbols emerge as society evolves. This flexibility allows cultures to adapt and grow. By studying how meanings shift, we gain insight into social change and the ongoing process of meaning making. Wrap up. Symbolic interaction theory offers a unique lens for understanding society. By focusing on the symbols and meanings in our everyday interactions, it reveals the subtle ways we create and maintain social reality. Whether we're talking, texting, or simply sharing a smile, we're participating in a complex web of meaning making. This perspective reminds us that even the smallest actions can have a big impact on how we see ourselves and others.